All right, it's on to chapter 3, right? That's what Curt Cignetti said Saturday at the big celebration down at Memorial Stadium, and it is on to chapter 3. And if you look at the roster, this roster is in better shape than any of his previous two, and that's bad news for the rest of the Big Ten. Celebration, I thought, was awesome. People are crapping on Indiana from all angles. People outside Indiana, Notre Dame fans, Miami fans, all crapping on Indiana because of this and that and the other and the size of the crowd at the celebration. Hey, it was like 8 degrees at the celebration. There are a lot of people there showing up, showing out, celebrating, applauding, cheering the guys who won that national championship. I'm proud of them for showing up. The people who are being critical, haters, jealous, what's the matter with you? You know what? I'll tell you what. The thousands of people, every single one of the thousands of people who were at Memorial Stadium on Saturday, they were each one more person than who is at the celebration your school held this past weekend. All right. It seemed like Cignetti had already moved on, hadn't it? It did. Seemed like he was good. He was like, what are we doing? We're celebrating. I get it. All right, we're celebrating. But it's been 5 days already. Can I move on to 2026? And the answer is yes. You can move on, Curt. Indiana basketball, nice effort on Friday night. Rutgers isn't any good, but that's okay. We never apologize for winning, and that's a good thing. We don't argue with that. Indiana, they got Purdue tomorrow night. Purdue's riding a 2-game losing streak. They've lost to UCLA and Illinois. Keaton Wagler dropped 40-plus on the Boilers on Saturday afternoon. Man, I've never seen anybody hit 9 out of 11 from beyond the arc at Mackey Arena. I didn't think that Purdue would take that. I think after the guy hits the fourth, you knock him into the third row and you take your chances. Right, they run you out of the game, but you can't let a guy hit a 9-3. What the hell is going on at Purdue? Am I right or am I right? Toby Northern says, Cignetti's thinking about, I need to start getting this new QB trained and programmed to my standard. 100% right. Absolutely has to do that and has to do it starting right now because late August is going to come quick enough, right? You're going to be playing North Texas or early September. That's coming. You got to be ready. If you're not, you got problems. Do you start Dorn tomorrow? I do whatever got you success. I hate the black uniforms. Doug asks. He's talking about IU basketball. Do you start Nick Dorn? Whatever brought you success, including the black uniforms, I'm rocking those things again. Until you get beat in them, play them, right? I'm not getting stupid about this. Whatever has been done that caused whatever was done at Rutgers, yep, I'm doing that again. Dorn had better than 20. You had DeVries better than 20. Wilkerson was better than 20. Those three guys are starting, and until they get into foul trouble, which they didn't against Rutgers, no Hoosier had more than 3 fouls. You know what? I got no problem with anything that Indiana did. On the road, you win in the Big Ten on the road, I'm all about it. Rutgers sucks. That's true. Still, Indiana won. We will talk about the Pacers and Atlanta. They're going to play a matinee because of the weather. So they're down in Atlanta. They want to get the game done. They want to get to the airport. They want to get the hell out of Atlanta before the ice comes. And so they moved up the game to 1:30 this afternoon. Super Bowl 60 is set. It's going to be the Seahawks and the Patriots. All right. Sounds like good game. Sounds like fun. Mike Vrabel's squad, tough. Seahawks, really tough. They beat Denver yesterday. Patriots beat Denver yesterday, and Sean Payton made a horrifyingly bad mistake. You knew it in the moment that they were going to regret it, and they did. And then the Seahawks, they figured out how to get some stops late, and because of that, they move on to the Super Bowl. Seahawks defense, to me, best in the NFL. Today, 40th anniversary of Super Bowl 20, which featured the Bears and the Patriots. The Bears were the most entertaining football team in the history of the game. There was never and never will be a more entertaining football team to watch than the Chicago Bears in 1985. They were men among boys, and it was absolutely beautiful. And this is Breakfast with Kent for Monday, January 26th, 2026, brought to you by the great people at Today's Dentistry. The office is going to be open at Today's Dentistry, you're damn right, because people show up to work at Today's Dentistry. This is healthcare, for God's sake. It's not just, white teeth and straight teeth. This is healthcare. You got to take care of people. Today's Dentistry, they take care of people, and they're going to do that again today. Give them a call, 317-849-2933. You haven't had a cleaning in a while? You feeling a little bit antsy in and around the city of Indianapolis? Give them a call. They'll have room for a cleaning today because they're going to have cancellations, and that benefits you, right? 317-849-2933, the number. You want to get in? This is the day to do it. All right. Become a member. We had a great member chat on Saturday. It was awesome. Saturday morning, 9 o'clock. It was tremendous. A lot of participation. Had a great time. Become a subscriber, and a prize can be yours. Great prize. Giving away all kinds of IU swag. Gave away the jersey last week. Giving away Colts jerseys, autograph stuff. We do it on the regular. And you've got to be a subscriber to be eligible. You have to use the phrase that pays in a comment to enter. The phrase that pays today is thanks, Curt, which is a wonderful kind of final tip of the cap to Curt Cignetti for work he's already done. Now he starts getting thanked for the work that he's about to do in getting this next chapter of Indiana football right. Bob Knight never got that done. After his 3 championships in 76, 81, and 87, did not win 20 games the following year, not one single time. 119, I believe, in 81, 82, and 87, 88, but did not win 20. Less wins in 1966 or 76, 77. Smash that like button. And you know what? If you want to make a donation, no big whoop, but please include a comment or a question that elevates the level of discourse on the channel. All right, let's talk about sports, shall we? It's on to Chapter 3. The roster looks to be in better shape than last year or obviously the year before. Josh Hoover is the most ready quarterback that Indiana's had in the Curt Cignetti era, the very, very successful Curt Cignetti era, 27-2. Curt Cignetti era. Josh Hoover, he's got receivers. We don't know what Omar Cooper Jr. is going to do yet. Is he coming back? Is he going to jump to the league? We don't know. We do know that Landino's coming back. We know that Tucker's coming back. A lot of guys coming back because they have unfinished business too. Until you're finished at IU, you've got unfinished business, right? Getting the perfect combination of talent, diligence, and wisdom is difficult, but through 2 years, no one has ever done it better than Curt Cignetti. Don't underestimate luck as a factor with IU's wins over Iowa, Penn State, Ohio State, and then in the national championship game against Miami. Luck has something to do with it. And Indiana was 4-0 this past year in luck. That isn't going to happen every single year. Indiana is going to have to earn its way back to where it just was. It's harder than Indiana made it look. Well, we'll see. Maybe it's just that simple. I don't think that it is. We'll see in Chapter 3, right? No surprises in the portal, at least not in the outgoing part of the portal. That's good news for the Hoosiers. The portal is now closed. It closed 2 days ago on the 24th. You cannot enter the portal. You cannot transfer now. The window opened and it closed. And now Hoosiers are the Hoosiers. There will be additions. There's a late signing period. Transfers are still in the portal and have yet to make a decision. Those guys can come to IU, and I suggest they all do. If Curt Cignetti is extending a scholarship offer, come on over. You'll love it. The water's fine. Not this morning. We got like 12 inches of snow. That's a lot of snow. But there's a lot of whining around here about the snow. If you're in British Columbia, if you're in Minnesota, if you're in Michigan, if you're in Western New York, you know what snow is. This kind of snow is just Sunday. You know what I mean? This is normal. You get this like once a week during the winter in those places. I've lived there. I know what that's like. People here, they think, oh my God, it's Snowmageddon. It's not. It's all going to be okay. Don't worry about it. The crowd was awesome at the celebration, like I said. The criticism, just bitter pricks trying to, piss on somebody else's parade, kind of literally. You don't listen to them. All they're doing is they're trying to get clicks because their football teams aren't popular enough now to get clicks on their own. So they're coming at Indiana in order to get that click count up. Don't buy into that crap. Don't click on the nonsense. Don't listen to, people who are saying that somehow Fernando Mendoza dove because he knew it was going to be a great moment and it was unnecessary. That's absolutely ludicrous. Did you see that dude get hit as he dove? What are you, out of your mind? Le Batard's an idiot. Although, hey, for the first time in 2 years, people are talking about him, right? Sometimes you got to be a moron to get talked about. If your career is going so poorly, you need to do your job badly in order to get attention. You know what? It's just not worth it, is it? North Texas, Howard, Western Kentucky, they're going to be coming in early. Crowds are going to be there for Chapter 3. All right, get your tickets. Get your season tickets. IU beat Rutgers Friday. And now Robert says, hey, the national championship was both great and unexpected. Odds are some reality returns to IU football. New reality may be consistent 8 to 10 win seasons for a good while. I wouldn't be bothered with 10 win seasons. We do not need to reset our expectations. Have the expectations you've always had. They're working for us. All right? And it's made this a lot of fun, hadn't it? We haven't had this much snow in a while, though. It's okay. It's all going to be okay. Become a member. You'll leave the live chat with feeling smarter. You'll feel like a better human being. I like that, Toby. I hope that's actually true. IU got the win at Rutgers, and they played well. They hit shots. Rutgers didn't defend worth crap. They were terrible, objectively terrible. But we're not gonna bicker with winning. We're not gonna be those people. Now you got Purdue tomorrow night. Purdue coming off a 2-game losing streak. That isn't going to be easy. Matt Painter's going to have them ready. They're going to come out ready to defend, ready to rebound, and ready to operate offensively in a way that Indiana's going to find difficult to defend. Hopefully they defend it well, and we can get over the hump against the Boilers again. 4-4 over the last 4 years against Purdue. That's not bad. Toby says, funny how the Patriots only needed a year to rebuild and go to the Super Bowl with one hell of a coach. But here we are going on 10 years later, and we're still rebuilding. Stupid. And, hey, Seahawks, new coach, right? Pete Carroll gone, replaced, and there they are. So maybe change is the way to get somebody's attention, get a roster's attention. Although Drake May, really, really good. Sam Darnold, really, really good. Pacers, 1:30 this afternoon. Game moved up because of weather. Winter Storm Fern has delivered upon expectations, just like Indiana football. Chaos, most of the country. 11 plus inches in Indianapolis, 14 inches in Bloomington. Top 10 all-time snow. Fun, beautiful, wonderful, relax. It's really, really cold. We're going to get through it day by day by day by day. And before you know it, it's going to be 70 and sunny. I'm telling you. Super Bowl is set. You got the Seahawks and Patriots. Seahawks beat the Rams 31-27. Broncos got beat by the Patriots 10-7, in part because in the first half, Sean Payton, instead of kicking a chip shot field goal, he went for it on 4th and 1, came up empty, and as a result, they don't get that 3, and that 3 wound up being important because the weather turned crappy. And all of a sudden, you got a blizzard in the Mile High City, and offenses went right in the toilet. You got to take what you can get. And Sean Payton didn't. It doesn't bother me. He's arrogant. Good football coach, arrogant human being. I don't like it. I'm sorry. All Ballard's missing is the orange hair. I don't know who that refers to. Is that a Bob? Does Bob Kraft have orange hair? I don't know. Or the GM for the who has orange hair? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, the Super Bowl's set, and again, we today we celebrate the 40th anniversary of the 1985 Chicago Bears winning a Super Bowl against the Patriots 46-10 in an unbelievable final act for a football team that was the most entertaining and enjoyable to watch in football history. No one has ever dominated offenses like that Chicago Bears defense of 1985. If you could, if it was done real, I think you would have, I don't know if you'd have 9 Hall of Famers on that defense. You have Richard Dent, Steve McMichael, Dan Hampton, all in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Mike Singletary. Otis Wilson is not. I'd love Otis Wilson to be in the Hall of Fame. Wilbur Marshall, I'd love to be in the Hall of Fame. Fridge didn't play well enough for long enough. And then you had Fensick and Durson, who were terrific as safeties. Leslie Frazier was an outstanding cornerback whose career as a player ended in that Super Bowl on an ill-conceived reverse on a punt return. Yeah, what are you going to do? Walter Payton on the offensive side of the ball, a Hall of Famer. Jimbo Covert, a Hall of Famer. You've got some others who should have been considered for the Hall of Fame. I loved Matt Suhey on that team. I loved Jim McMahon on that team. Keith Van Horn, a terrific tackle. Bortz and Thayer, terrific guards. Hilgenberg, center. You had 2 really good tight ends in Emery Moorhead and Tim Reitman. You had 3 even, really good wide receivers in Galt and McKinnon. And then you had Kenny Marjoram, great kicker in Kevin Butler, and Maury Buford, an outstanding punter. I think as you go through obviously for a period of time, they weren't the best team ever. For that one season, you can easily make the argument that the Chicago Bears of 1985 were the best team with the best defensive coordinator, I think, in the history of football, and that was Buddy Ryan, and we haven't even mentioned Mike Ditka. That was a great football team. Great football team. Really, really fun to watch. Let's celebrate some birthdays, shall we? Dave Gunn, the great Dave Gunn, celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday, Gunner. Doug Gibson, happy birthday, Gary Schooley. The great Lisa Martin, celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday to Lisa. Keith Ransom, happy birthday, Shane Wolf. Yvette Freiberger, happy birthday. And Dan Halliburton, happy birthday. If today's your birthday, you celebrate like hell. If it's not your birthday, you celebrate somebody else. That's best done with an honest and specific compliment. Enjoy the snow. Enjoy the cold. You got no choice but to exist in it, so you might as well enjoy it. We'll talk to you later today inside Indiana Sports Now. Toby says, I get it, but I dislike the Patriots, period. I have family and friends who live in or are from the Seattle area. I'll root for them. Patriots have a different regime than B&B, but still, which is all true. I kind of like this Seahawks team, tell you the truth. They play really hard. They hit you. Their defense hits you. And so I like them. I like the redemption story for Darnold. I think that's kind of fun. The offense, not great. Smith and Jigba, really, really good. Right? Yeah. I kind of like watching him play. But I like Mike Vrabel. And I like that redemption story because Tennessee, they were absolute stooges to fire him. Complete idiots to fire him. And I like to see stupidity held accountable. So what are you going to do? Have a great morning into the afternoon. We'll have shorts all day. If news breaks, we'll break it right here over my head.